Hello, my name is Brenda Simmons. I am the founder and executive director of the Southampton African American Museum, located at 245 North Sea Road in Southampton. The Southampton African American Museum is the first African American site to be historically designated in the village of Southampton. I am standing in front of this beautiful mural. This mural was created by David Martine from the Shinnecock Reservation. This mural depicts the Great Migration, the history of the barber shop and the beauty parlor, as well as the juke joint, and as well as Pierce Concert, a former slave that was born here in Southampton, March 17, 1814. There's a wonderful history behind Pierce Concert. This building was originally a barber shop that was built by Emanuel Seymour, who came through the Great Migration back in the late 40s and the 50s. And Emanuel Seymour purchased this property and built this building. And originally this building was divided. Where we're standing here was the beauty parlor, and on the other side was the barber shop. So you'll see two front doors that are very significant in the front. If you open the right door, you would be in the beauty parlor. You'd open the left door, you would be in the barber shop. Sia Maksami is the amazing architect that designed this beautiful building, and I always want to make sure I give him recognition as well. And as we were standing here, I couldn't help but remember when I was like 13 or 14 years old, my Aunt Evelyn Baxter was the beautician here. So I used to come here when I was 13 or 14 years old and answer the phones and write appointments down for her. That's my Aunt Evelyn's picture there, and that is my family in the bottom of the pictures there. These are all my aunties and my siblings and my sisters. I am very connected, needless to say, to this building. We are standing now in the barbershop portion of this wonderful building, and I had the pleasure of finding Emanuel Seymour's grandchildren, and they donated so many items to the Southampton African American Museum. And one of them specifically I would like to show you is this radio. This radio is the original radio that was played here in the barbershop. An amazing thing about it, I love showing this part of the radio. And also, they also donated to our museum his original barber license, the deed that he purchased the property from, and the amazing thing that we also discovered, he purchased this property from another black man. Now this is back in 1952, and the document says that he paid $10 for the land. So I think it's amazing. I've worked on this project, believe it or not, over 16 years. And from the beginning, I've always wanted to reenact a barbershop. I was speaking with a gentleman named Larry Finney, and he explained to me, and he confirmed to me, when he was in high school, he literally used to come here and hand Mr. Emanuel nails when he was building this building. And he also shared with me that him and his brother was the first shoe shine boys here. And we actually have the first shoe shine box that Mr. Emanuel made for Mr. Larry. I had the pleasure of meeting Professor Jennifer Anderson and Professor Mark Chambers in a project we did called Slavery on Long Island in Smithtown. And after getting to know them and after knowing what my project was about, they both volunteered to do some in-depth history about the history of the black barbershop and beauty parlors. And this is what you see on this wall. It's amazing, amazing, in-depth history of the barbershop and beauty parlors and the people who invented different items. There were many black inventors that a lot of us don't know about, but you'll see a lot of that there on this wall. We had the awesome opportunity to get a $125,000 digital tapestry grant from the Robert David Lyon Gardner Foundation. And that app is amazing. It is augmented virtual reality app where a lot of times you will come through and have your own personal self-tour, and a lot of these pictures and people will actually come alive and talk about their history and who they are, where they were from, and it's an amazing, amazing, amazing experience. We are now in the lower level of this beautiful building. The upper level is a permanent exhibition. Down here will be our rotating exhibition space. And this year, our opening exhibition was the BIPOC experience. And the curator for this wonderful exhibition is Jeremy Dennis, also from the Shinnecock Reservation. A lot of the artists that has entered into this exhibition, the BIPOC experience, they originally made Pacific art just for this exhibition. And the one that's one of my favorites, so I shouldn't have favorites, but the one of my favorites is this particular piece here. And this piece was made by Jeremy Dennis's mom, Denise Silver Dennis. And as you can see, it is the picture of the Barber Shop, the way it was originally. And it's an amazing, heartfelt painting that just almost made me get very emotional. But a lot of these artists here are local, and some of them are from New York City. But we have such a beautiful, beautiful display of art here downstairs in the lower level. And Tamashi Jackson, who also was an artist who had a wonderful exhibition at the Parish Art Museum, she donated a piece to us here at the Southampton African American Museum, and we're so grateful to have a piece of Tamashi Jackson's work in our building here. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful tour of the Southampton African American Museum. Please go to our website, www.saamuseum.org, and book a tour. There's so much more to see and hear and experience here at the Southampton African American Museum. This is Brenda Simmons, the founder and executive director of the Southampton African American Museum. Thank you.